Hello, this is Chase. I decided I wanted to pursue metalsmithing probably from the first moment I saw people soldering. I was living in this town called San Cristobal de las Casas. It was about a month after I had taken silversmithing classes, and I was sitting in a little coffee shop, and every day the monsoons would come through. It was one of those afternoons I decided that I was going to do it. In the early years, the main struggle for me was trying to pursue an art form that is so incredibly expensive. I was still in college and just needed to make pieces, and my skill wasn't there yet. So I would just make pieces to kind of practice, to sell, to be able to buy more metal. And those were just purely like I was trying to survive. And then there's also those pieces where it's just like I have to pay my rent this month. Dale is my mobile metalsmithing studio. I renovated it right after graduating from college. So I graduated from Fort Lewis in May of 2017. About 8 months later, I loved metalsmithing still and wanted to pursue that, but I couldn't afford a space to rent in town. I could hardly afford a space to rent for me to live in, much less a whole second room. I lived out of Dale for about a year. I lived and worked out of him, and it's a 14-foot camper. My goal as an artist in metalsmithing and making jewelry for people is to connect people with nature and also to empower them and help them feel beautiful. The thing that I try to avoid is to just create things. My creative soul is like, well, what's the story? How to tell the story of the desert and the rock, the rock that came from the desert, and how to honor that piece. That's my goal. Before I had a storefront, I would send off pieces all over the country, all over the world, and then not hear from the customer. And that was really difficult. So I just prayed for a sign. And then I came across this storefront/studio space. I feel proud when I'm able to interact with a customer and make a dream come into reality, a new concept, whether it be bamboo or inlay or a new stone setting. I feel proud when I can see people's physical reactions to the jewelry. I do put a lot of energy into it. I won #1 jeweler in Durango. It was a huge surprise. I was up against galleries that have been in Durango for like 20 years. I hadn't even been open for a year yet. It's definitely an honor to be noticed and seen by the community. I'm trying to create a space, an energetic space in the shop. It's something where people can come in and they're like, whoa, rocks don't just appear. Mother Earth, she took like 300 million years to create some rocks, like little pieces of patience. Being a creative can be very challenging. If one is looking to make a living off of their art, it takes patience. It does not happen overnight. I feel like when it's soulful work, it's a little bit more delicate. Adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience.